Alright guys, volume indicator. In this video, I'm going to show you a really interesting volume indicator that I think does a phenomenal job of identifying the starting point of huge trends in the market. And no matter what symbol you focus on, whether you trade stocks or Forex or futures, okay, I'm going to show you how to integrate volume into your trading strategy so that you can use it to identify the starting point, as you can see right here, of huge giant trends in the market, while also keeping yourself in the entire length of these type of moves. All right, let's do it. What's happening, traders? It's Mark here at Dino Trading. Let's get right into this video. I promise you are going to learn something incredibly fascinating around trading technical analysis. And what I'm going to show you here and educate you here in this video is how to master volume indicators in your technical trading strategy. All right, I can promise you that by the time you're done watching this video, you are going to be just as convinced as I am that volume is the holy grail. Okay, to my knowledge, a volume indicator is the only technique that does a really good job of predicting the future trend. Okay, it's very close to a crystal ball in the market, and if you can teach yourself a volume indicator strategy, then you've already beaten 90% of those retail traders out there. All right, so let me educate you guys on my 3 simple steps to master volume analysis in as little as 1 day. All right, what you see here on the screen right now is your everyday candlestick nonsense, kind of cluttered, confusing chart. All right, this type of chart is why most traders fail, because it's horribly useless at filtering out the volume. So step 1, guys, in this process is redisplaying the chart so that with one click of your mouse, you turn this chart right here into this chart right over here. Okay, where the price is, quite frankly, clean and organized, and the ebbs and flows of the market are very easy to identify, okay? But we're still not done with this chart. To put the finishing touches on a volume indicator chart, all you have to do is go to your list and find this build right here called the volume accelerator. Okay, so the volume indicator is an add-on for the chart, and once you locate it in your list, all you have to do is hit OK, and kaboom, just like that, the volume analytical tools have been layered onto the chart. Okay, so first piece of business, guys, I think it's obvious that this is a night and day difference. All right, most of those newbies and beginners and generally people that don't know what they're doing are fussing around with the old candlesticks. And by that same token, they wonder why they never make any money trading. Right? Whereas professional traders are using professional tools, and this volume indicator is just brilliant, man. It's just absolutely brilliant. Let me show you what a signal looks like as part of a volume-based trading strategy, okay? Now, before I start, guys, I'm going to quickly show you where the volume is extracted, all right? If I draw your attention to the right side of this chart here, can you see this A and B right here? Okay, these 2 columns here reflect the bid and the ask segregated by volume, which is actually the second column right here where you see my mouse kind of circling. All right, and you can see that the market makers and traders and general participants in the market are using their size, aka volume, to push around the market, and that is what causes moves, folks. Period. End of discussion. End of story. All right. If you have ever been wondering what is it or why is it that significant, huge, gigantic trends in the market take place seemingly out of nowhere, well, guess what? It's not seemingly out of nowhere, okay? It's the volume, it's the big guys, it's the institutions, it's the algos that are coming in, and if they all decide that they want to buy it, all right, this is what you see when everybody rushes into the market and they want to buy it. And don't worry, guys, I'm also going to show you a sell-off type of example where the volume turns red and the volume footprint clearly identifies a monster sell-off. But for the time being, guys, let's just quickly zoom in here and let me show you how to identify and potentially analyze these two setups, all right? So this volume indicator is pretty simple, all right? Whenever there's more volume coming in that hits the ask, all right, the volume indicator turns green. And whenever there's more volume that's coming in that's hitting the bid, the volume indicator turns red. That is it, folks. So to start, I'm going to show you what to do when the volume turns green. As you can see here right now on the screen, we have two instances where the volume turns green. We're going to take a look at both of them, and I'm going to show you why this one over here is actually a false signal. All right, but we're going to start on this signal right over here where the volume turned green. All right, so what this indicator is going to do, guys, it's just going to identify the exact bar that the volume now shifts from bearish into bullish. All right, this is the exact bar that tells you that the buyers are now in control. Make sense? And so the minute this happens, guys, all right, on this bar right here, you need to be mindful that the market's giving you a clue that higher prices are right around the corner. And boy, was that true. Okay, this is something you will never, ever, ever be able to identify on candlestick charts. It's just not possible. Okay, so make no mistake, guys, volume is, again, like I said, in my opinion, I'm convinced that it's the holy grail, and it does a phenomenal job of letting you know when a potential giant trend is just around the corner. All right, so before I forget, let's also analyze the other time that the volume turned green. All right, let's really zoom in here. Now, guys, I want you to stare at these two setups here, and I want you to tell me why this volume shift to the upside, I want you to tell me why you think this is a false signal. All right, I'll let you stare at this for a couple seconds. Go ahead and give me your best guess on why it should be considered a false signal. Okay, I hope you're able to manage that. Well, guys, the signal, aka the up arrow, so this bar right here, where the volume identified a shift, all right, can you see how this actually came on a red bar? You understand what I'm saying? Whereas this volume shift to the upside, again, these are both bullish signals. This turned green over here and this turned green over here, right? But can you see how this one over here, when it turned green, the color of the bar also matched up to the color of the volume? Make sense? Whereas over here, the color of the bar, red, did not match up to the color of the volume, green. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what makes this first signal here a false signal, and we want to avoid this signal because there's no trade. Make sense? Whereas this one over here, this was 100% most certainly a valid low-risk setup. Make sense, guys? So I hope I was able to educate you a little bit there on how to not only take the best signals, but also how to stay out of false signals, thereby really improving your win rate. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at a setup where the volume turns red. All right, where the market gives us a very nice footprint indicator that a sell-off is around the corner. And to do that, I'm going to look at a different symbol, which is the inverse of this one. All right, just so you know, guys, this chart happens to be a symbol called TZA, which is just an incredibly amazing symbol to trade. Forget about Apple, forget about Facebook and Tesla. This is the one stock that I am absolutely in love with. This is the Russell 2000 3X bullish stock. All right, so what I'm also going to do now is I'm going to look at the inverse of this, which is called TNA. All right, and that looks like this. Okay, again, guys, it does not matter. I happen to be looking at stocks, but here's volume on the S&P 500 E-mini futures. Look at how volume just keeps you in the length of this monster trend, right? And here's Forex, GBP New Zealand. Look at this guy. Look at this guy just rip as the volume shifts from red into green, literally right on this bar right here for a shocking 200 pips, okay? So guys, there's nobody in the world that's ever going to tell me that volume does not work, all right? A volume indicator is, frankly speaking, guys, the most powerful indicator on the planet. It's so simple, so easy to use, and look at how the volume colors do a great job of keeping you in the entire length of the move, right? If the starting point of the trend is here, okay, if this is when you take a stab at going long, you keep yourself in the length of this entire move until the color changes over here, right? So folks, that is the raw power of a volume indicator. I've searched high and low all over the world. I have not been able to find anything more accurate than this super cool volume indicator tool. And listen guys, for all you active day traders out there, whether you trade stocks or Forex or futures, if you'd like a one-on-one demo on how this volume indicator can potentially transform your trading, then feel free to get in touch. Happy to hook you up. Call or text or click the link below and we'll get you taken care of. All right. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video on volume indicator. I hope it will truly transform your trading strategies going forward. Do me a personal favor, guys, and like this video, share it with your friends, families, and colleagues. And guys, I'll see you on the next trade.